What's up guys, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Kelsey, we're from New Build Newlyweds.
And today we are here at Ryobi.
We're going to show you how to update all of the trim in your house to make it nice and modern. This is something we're familiar with because we did this in our house, so we will show you guys how to.
It shouldn't be too bad guys, we'll get this.
Ryan's famous last words.
So the first thing you want to do is you want to remove the trim. So when you're doing that, you don't want to damage the drywall or the frame of the door. So you want to take some precautions on doing that.
So Ryan is going to be doing this next part. He is going to build the door trim, and we are going to build it out of 1x4s on the side, a 1x5 across the top with some 1x2s to trim it out, as well as some decorative trim, just to make it a little more visually interesting and not just be plain trim. We want to make it a little...
Make it interesting.
Yeah.
Now that we have our measurements, we're going to bring them over here to the table, measure it out, and cut them.
So this is the decorative trim piece that we're going to add to the top of the header for the door frame.
And we're just gonna have it wrap around the top side. So we're gonna have to do a mitered cut on each end. We'll move this to the 45. Now I'm gonna have Kelsey hold it at the 1. It's a lot easier with 2 people. And then instead of 38, I'm gonna go to 39. Move this to the other side, to the other 45. Now we need a piece to wrap around that side to give it that finished look. We have the bevel cut already, the 45-degree cut. I'm gonna measure in the 3/4 for the piece we need and do a straight cut. Slide it down, do the same thing on the opposite side, and it should be good. And then I'm gonna make a 3/4 inch mark here. Back to 0. We have the 1x5 here. We have to add our trim to it. So we're gonna put these 1x2s on each end, and we have to have a 1-inch overhang. And Kelsey here is gonna shoot this on for me. Now we're gonna flip it around and do the same thing to the other side. There you go. All right, so now we have the top 1x2 on and the bottom one on. Now we gotta add the molding inside. Because
these pieces are so small for the corners of the decorative trim, we are going to first use our Ryobi hot glue gun and attach them together. And then after that, we're going to use the pin nailer to attach them, just because it'll be a little bit safer. We are putting the legs of the door trim up first, just because it's going to be easier to set the top cap on top of those, just based on our measurements and everything.
Do the same thing on this side, since we know both of our measurements were exactly the same.
The last step of updating our door trim is to put this top cap on the trim.
All right guys, that is a simple way to update your trim. I hope you guys learned something.
And be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of the DIY how-to videos on the channel. See you guys later.